Mr. Carter. I've been a teacher for 10 years now. You see a lot in public schools, but I've only ever been truly scared of one student, Ms. Reynolds. Really? Scared? That's a strong word. What made them so terrifying? Mr. Carter. Oh, it's not an exaggeration. This was early in my career at an alternative school. Most of the students were tough, sure, but manageable if you treated them with respect, except for one. JTM's Reynolds. JT? What was his deal? Mr. Carter. He was the stuff of legend. Everyone warned me about him before I even taught him. His mom somehow worked the system so perfectly that no matter what he did, he was untouchable. He'd push boundaries in ways I couldn't believe. Ms. Reynolds. What do you mean by untouchable? Mr. Carter. I mean, he could shove an 8-month pregnant teacher to the ground and be back in 2 weeks. Punch a kid in the mouth? Back in 2 days. His mom always had a pile of legal paperwork ready to protect him. 504 plans. IEPs. You name it. Ms. Reynolds. That's horrifying. Mr. Carter. It gets worse. His mom didn't even want him at home because she was scared of him, with good reason. When JT was little, he tried to kill his family. Ms. Reynolds. What? Mr. Carter. Yeah. He set their house on fire while his brother was duct taped to his bed. His brother survived, but with terrible burns. Somehow, though, his brother still supported him. Ms. Reynolds. You're kidding. That's monstrous. Mr. Carter. Oh, JT was beyond monstrous. I finally taught him in his senior year. He had almost no credits, and he wasn't going to graduate. The kid had this empty look. Nothing behind his eyes. Like a shark. The only time he'd smile or laugh was when someone got hurt. Ms. Reynolds. So you taught him for a year? How did you even manage? Mr. Carter. Barely. And then one day he just didn't show up. That was strange because he had a whole drug business running at school. Missing a day wasn't like him. Ms. Reynolds, let me guess, he got caught for dealing? Mr. Carter, number. The next day we found out why he wasn't there. He'd murdered a kid. Ms. Reynolds, what? Mr. Carter, shot him in the face for $12 and a little bit of weed. His lawyer argued it was his first offense, since everything else happened when he was a kid. He got 25 to life. Ms. Reynolds, I don't even know what to say to that. Mr. Carter, yeah, I still see his face in my nightmares sometimes.